Okay, Brad, please. We're a wee bit ahead of time, so I'm pleased you're sitting there.
Kia ora koutou. I'm Brad Cohen. I'm General Director of New Zealand Opera, and I addressed Council a year or two ago, but this is my first encounter with you in this forum. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you. I'm here today in the middle of a week where New Zealand Opera is in Otautai for 3 sold-out performances at the Arts Centre, Great Hall of Mansfield Park. That's the first of 3 productions that we'll be in Christchurch for this year. We're returning for La Boheme, 3 performances in mid-year, and then a community opera, Monster in the Maze, in September. As successor to Canterbury Opera, New Zealand Opera is committed to Christchurch, and I want to take this opportunity to thank Christchurch City Council for your support across many years for our work. However, over the last decade, funding from the City Council for New Zealand Opera's operations has halved. In 2016, we were at $90,000 a year. We're now at $45,000. And I wanted to speak to you today because we're at a point now where our ability to return to Christchurch in 26 and beyond is in danger. From a statutory point of view, I need to emphasise that there is no funding obligation on us by either our principal funder, Creative New Zealand, or any of our other regional city councils to tour to Christchurch at all. It's something we do because we feel the responsibility of being the successors of Canterbury Opera, and we're passionately committed to our enthusiastic audiences who tell us they want more opera in Christchurch. We have applied to the Discretionary Response Fund for additional funding for our community opera later this year. But really what we're seeking from Council is a long-term, stable funding arrangement. That's right. Because opera stars get booked up way ahead. We're currently on a 1-year planning cycle ahead. Pene Pate, who some of you will know, is currently booked up to 2029. So if we want to secure artists like him, we really need to enlarge our planning cycle, ideally to 2.5 years or beyond. It's also important that we plan ahead so we can embed Christchurch in our performing schedules. So in practical terms, what does that mean? I'm here today to seek your consideration for adding our organisation as a line item funding as part of the long-term plan. A long-reach funding cycle like that will enable us to commit confidently to Christchurch going forward instead of the slightly hand-to-mouth arrangement we've got at the moment. We are very keen to keep presenting opera here, but I wanted to also signal to Council the risks that we're encountering currently. Thank you very much. I welcome any questions.
Okay. Questions? Celeste, please.
Do you do, I think you mentioned, but do you do outreach with schools, and with so who? Which schools do you? I
haven't got the list, I'm sorry, but we've been in consultation with Kiri Jarden, the arts officer. We reach, I think, about 10 schools in the Canterbury region year on year. Our Opera in Schools is a stripped-down production that tours the Motu, North and South Island every year. And every year we are in this region.
And as part of that, is a consideration reaching schools that might not otherwise have the resources to run a program?
Absolutely. The challenge with low decile schools at the moment is that we currently charge a head cost of $5 per student to visit a school. However, the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra and the ballet have achieved specific funding to enable them to offer all these programs for free. It's really important to us that we reach every school that wants to see us, not just the schools that can pay. So we're currently seeking specific philanthropic support to enable us to offer it for free across the region.
Aaron, please.
Yeah, I'll throw 2 questions at you, Brad. One is, how come you need money if you come to Christchurch and have sold-out shows? Would be my first one, because that's most promoters' dream.
I'll tell you a little bit about opera economics.
Yep.
We never make money.
Okay.
We only spend money to make art. Our outgoings are 10 times the cost of our box office income in Christchurch alone. We're bringing crew, we're bringing truck down.
That sums it up. Cool.
Yeah.
Good. Because people would be thinking that. They hear it and go, oh, sold out shows, they should be doing well.
Yeah.
Then the other one is with reaching into especially lower decile schools and your program, how does that affect Māori and Pacific students, especially given some of our probably our biggest exports are Māori and Pacific singers.
Absolutely.
So how does that look going forward, and where does Christchurch sit in that?
Great, thank you. Our community opera, a community opera is where the community are involved not only as audience but as performers. So for this piece, Monster in the Maze, that we're doing in September, there's a youth chorus, a children's chorus and an adult chorus. And we're going to be going to all the communities in this region to source those performers from the region. We are probably going to do a multilingual presentation of the piece. It's originally composed in English, but we're going to do something that is reflective of the communities who are involved in performing them. And we've sent the call out for those local communities now. It actually interacts with opera in schools because that's an outreach opportunity for us to identify choirs and communities who want to participate.
Right. Thank you very much, and thank you for making the effort to come in. That's good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, is Christopher here, please?